Hello everyone, this is Ray, and today we're going to be talking about the new tier 10 light carrier coming to the game, the Ocean. She's going to be for 62,000 Research Bureau points, our first carrier that gets added for Research Bureau. It was not surprising because she does come with jets, and she is the first carrier in the game that's not super ship level to be equipped with jets in the rework state. Very cool, very interesting. This was a historical thing. She did have these planes on her as she was sailing, so that's very cool to see. Is it okay in the World of Warships though? Well, that's up for debate. I don't want to yap too much. There's a lot to talk about with this ship. If you guys do have specific questions for comparisons, just ask in the comments and I will try to answer them. I don't want to be dragging out this video for too long because people are here to see gameplay, but I will briefly go over the ship. Ocean is a Colossus class light carrier. So originally she should be tier 8, but she was pushed up to tier 10 because she has jets. And because of this, her HP was slightly buffed, and her flight deck was buffed as well to be 30 millimeters. Next, torpedoes will be buffed as the time of this video has been going out. Her torpedoes specifically will be buffed in terms of damage. So from 53.33, she'll be buffed to 55.66. The flight chance is also buffed as well to 47%. And the new arming distance is extremely buffed to 468 meters, which is matching Malta's. So Malta arming distance, Malta reticle style, which is a fan spread, and while also going 6 knots faster, so 41 knots compared to the usual 35. Very, very good. Very insanely good change. Only issue is, as you guys can see on the top left corner, we have the work in progress logo. That's because at the time of this video, we do not have the buffed version of the Ocean, so I can't properly show you how the new buff state is, but I can at least show you how strong the buff will be in this current state. Next, the jets. The jets, we have both the rockets and the carpet bombers. The jets are both the Sea Vampires. HP is extremely low, 1480 for the rockets. Cruising speed is 173, max speed is 347 with the full build. You have 3 planes in the strike, and then you have 3 planes total because these are tactical squadrons. So regeneration is 144 seconds. So once that regeneration prep time is finished, you will get all 3 planes. Basically, think of it like an Essex, but your tactical squadrons are now going to be jets. There's a pros and cons about this, which, to talk about it briefly, you do not have the ability to deal with destroyers as much as you do with Essex. Next, because of the longer preparation time for both of these squadrons, you can't spam them as much. So this means your main squadron still stays as torpedo bombers, but if you run out of these torpedo bombers, you're pretty much going to be sitting there for 2 minutes minimum to wait for your tactical squadrons to come back. The bombers now, 1511 HP, 166 cruising speed with a maximum speed of 331 knots. You have 4 planes now, and the regeneration is 162.5 seconds. The bombs are, if you played Eagle, you would know how these 2 tactical squadrons will behave. It's just you have less ordnance per strike, but it's pretty much the same. Torpedo bombers, you have the same planes as the Audacious, the Wyverns, and the torpedoes are slightly adjusted. You have 4 planes in your strike like Malta, 1 torpedo per plane, and this is a non-converging. Okay, they're diverging, they're spreading out, and the armor distance is the same while going faster speed. It's very, very nice to have. I wish we could play it and showcase it to you guys here, but unfortunately, we do not have that. As for the build, we're running this pretty standard torpedo-focused carrier build. Commander skills, we're going to be going with this. You really want to get side stab, and you really want to be focusing on your torpedo arming distance, even after the buff. We're taking 1 point into Search and Destroy because, believe it or not, the Ocean's fighters, she has 8 fighters. Everything else is the same, but as the other aircraft carrier, except for 1 extra fighter in the squadron. I don't know why there's 1. Essex has 9, Ocean has 8, and the regular tier 10 has 7. Another cool thing to note is Ocean has the same type of engine boost consumable counter as the Germans. So she has 3 consumable charges and compared to the usual 2. Essex, for example, has 2. Nakimov has also 2. Germans have 3. So the Essex also, as you can see here, she has 3 heal charges. Ocean comes with 4. Normal regeneration on the repair, normal cooldown, but it's just you get 1 extra consumable charge, which is very nice to see, especially on a carrier that relies mostly on its torpedo bombers. So, with that out the way, let's go ahead and get on with the video. Okay, and here we are in the game. Matchmaker, we are going to be facing the Malta, but we won't be talking too much about that. We'll just be focusing on the gameplay with Ocean. As you can see, planes HP-wise, stat-wise for the Torpedo Bombers, they are the same as the Audacious, except you carry 12 planes in your attack squadron with 3 strikes, 4 planes each. Let me change my mouse settings real quick. And here's the current reticle before the buff. This was recorded on Thursday. Here we go. So as you see here, reticle is very far away. With the buff, it should be cut down to like roughly right here. Okay. With 41 knots on their torpedoes. And you see, you can turn just fine like that. Right? Very cool. And I also wish I could showcase this with Cunningham, but unfortunately, we were not given the opportunities to swap out commanders on a test ship like this, so very sad. Anyways, something you can do like this, we are using DFA, so we pop a heal. You can just turn. It's not as good as FDR, but you can just keep turning like this. See the torpedo spread. If you played Malta enough, you will know how the torpedoes feel. But something like this though, because you have so many torpedo bombers in your strike, it is the same issue as Kaga does. You do have 26 in reserves with this build, but the biggest issue is if you lose your planes, you know, you have 12 planes in your squadron. So 2 of those, if they get wiped out, it's done. You're basically out of the game for like a good 10 minutes or so. Until you get your tactical squadrons. See my tacticals down there, my rockets are up in 40 seconds. Bombers in almost a little less than a minute. Keep turning our plane, chase after the Stalingrad. Just can make it in time. 3 planes, hopefully. That should be good. I think I'm going to miss 1 torp. We are going to wait for our tacticals to come back because I don't want to use another torpedo squadron. Because we got a flood on him, he's going to DCP it. So what these are really good with this carrier is you can actually use your tactical squadron and get a fire off. Burn their DCP with your torpedoes, very strong hitting torpedoes. Flood chance is very nice as well, and then you can start a fire very quickly, right back towards them. There's a Stalingrad. We're only going to be trying to get him, hopefully get the fire. And we got the fire. Next, our bombers are up again. Or, well, bombers are up now. Hopefully he is going to be turning in towards B-cap. Fly around this way. One important thing to mention, I actually forgot. These tacticals have smokescreen as well, just like the Essex. The smoke is here mainly so that Ocean doesn't just die for free. She at least has some way to fight back, just like how Essex does. See how the bombs drop. Okay. So if you're dropping perpendicular like that, as you can see, not a lot of damage. It's really nice though when you do find a ship that is bow into you. These 2, Stalingrad and the Goliath, both decided to just bow in there. I don't know why. What we can actually do is try to play a little bit aggressively like this. As much as I would advise not to do it, I feel like we can this game. We'll just have to see. Play a little bit slow because the Colossus class is very slow and sluggish. So last thing you want to do is get caught out. Let the reticle aim a little bit and then we can turn. You should catch him broadside here. Yep. Like that. Basically force the Stalingrad to continue moving forward. Because if he doesn't, he's just going to eat the torpedoes. There's a flood on the Goliath. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We get all 3 here, all 4, hopefully on the Stalingrad. Gonna beach, so let's aim it right here. You know what? No, we'll wait for the rockets. Yeah, we'll wait for the rockets. They're up anyway, so. But yeah, it's basically like how you would play Essex, except if you lose your torpedo squadron, it's just over. Very, very similar in playstyle, very similar in feel. So it's just a little bit harder to keep the rotations going. You're pretty much forced to use your tacticals way more, which results, or sorry, forced to use your standard squadron way more, which results in you losing your planes way more. Your only standard squadron plane. But if you're able to like pre-drop and keep track of how your planes are doing in your reserves, you should really not have any issues. The main key points of this tactical squadrons is to just burn DCPs and force a fire out of it. Nice, good kill. Go towards the Ruprecht. Where is the Ruprecht? The turn away? Nope, he's right there. As you can see, we lost a plane there. HP on these planes are very, very low, so you will, more often than not, lose a plane in your strike. Alright, so what's the plan here? You have to keep controlling this side, make sure the Ruprecht isn't going to be pushing up or anything like that. We do have smoke screens, so while people will be tempted to smoke up their teammates, that is the last thing that you want to do, because if someone starts shooting you and starts focusing you, you are going to die. You have no way of getting out of it, and carrier can just perma-spot you, carrier can snipe you, all that fun stuff. So you really want to be selfish about your smoke screen in this carrier. Other carriers, right, like that has smoke, like Essex, your town, you can really... Buffalo CFA. You can really, you know, you can smoke your allies and stuff, but not this carrier. This carrier, you really want to be selfish with it. Buffalo's using DFA, but we can kill the Ruprecht here, so we are just going to go in. He's just reversing, so pretty much get him for free. Now we can start focusing other targets. We're going to target the Buffalo. We at least open up the map. Ruprecht lived there from the alpha, unfortunately. The buff would have been enough to kill him, so there's one case where he would have just died. Buffalo is the next target. He should die here. Yeah, there he is. Hello. They're dead. Okay, so next, the main. We can push up to this rock. We're very concealed, very stealthy for a carrier. And we do have a flight deck of 30 millimeters, so if the main messes up, we can really do quite a bit of damage to him, but we have to get spotted, and that's the good thing about having really good air concealment, 9.7. Pop a heal right now. Slowing down, we don't have to give too much lead. We do this, and we burn the DCP. There's that. And he is pushing out now. Nope, he's reversing now. Which is fine. It's perma-flooding, actually. Let's go in with our bombers. Angle ourselves so that we are directly parallel of him, and we can just go ahead and strike and kill him. Might lose a plane. Yeah, we lost a plane. But he's dead to that. There we go. Nice. And that is the general gameplay of the Ocean. That's how you would usually play it. The Malta got tagged in that. That's pretty funny. We can drop the Jaeger and then drop the Goliath next, and our rockets should be back up. give him more than enough lead because these torpedo bombers are very weird. But he should get hit with one, I think. Oh, he just dies. Never mind. Give more lead. And then use our rockets now. We chase after him. But yeah. 62,000 Research Bureau points. It is Research Bureau, so quite the grind. But honestly, after the buffs of the arming distance and the Torpedo Alpha, which also buffs the flood chance, I think she's a very solid carrier at tier 10. Very, very, very solid. She's an extremely strong damage farmer, extremely strong nuker, especially if you get your 3 strikes, like your 3 strikes off on a target with your torpedo bombers. It's incredibly powerful. This over Shinano though, I mean, they're two different resources, but I think it still goes to the Shinano, especially because she has more squadrons. First of all, they are very flexible, and you have a Citadel nuking squadron, which are AP skip bombers, non-healable. Torpedo bombers or torpedoes are now healable in terms of damage. So Shinano having the AP skips still makes her out on top. But in my opinion, top 3 will probably be Essex, Shinano, and Ocean as a 3rd place now. Ocean after the buffs, at least. Almost 200k game. If I was more focused, we could have probably just gotten to 200k. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the ship. What do you guys think? Would you guys get it? I think it's pretty fun. It's a type of carrier that has very strong offensive capabilities while also having a very bad weakness, which is literally you just strike it with your carrier, or you just focus it down with your guns. You just run after it. It just kills them. So 4th place, the damage that we dealt is right here. Lost 28 torpedo bombers. We still had like 6 left, I think, from the regeneration as the game was going on. But yeah, I mean, pretty good. Ocean, honestly, probably one of my more enjoyable ships until you have to deal with destroyers. I would probably only play her in divisions because she lacks the ability to deal with destroyers, but that might change. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next Ocean video. For now, this will be the end of the first version, and hopefully I can make another video once the update is out and to showcase how much she was buffed. Anyways, this is going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.